has a voice, and it speaks here.
In the deepest shadows of Thailand's cinematic landscape, a familiar terror has stirred once again. The Death Whisperer franchise, a name that has become synonymous with bone-chilling folklore and raw, palpable fear, makes its haunting return with its third installment. If you thought the whispers had faded, prepare yourself, because Death Whisperer 3 proves that some legends never truly die. They just wait for the right moment to scream again. Following the nightmarish events of the last film, we find Yak and his family desperately trying to piece their lives back together. They've moved on, hoping to leave the trauma behind. But in the world of Death Whisperer, peace is a fragile, fleeting illusion. A malevolent force, the ghost known as Dayu, resurfaces with a vengeance. This isn't just a random haunting. It's a deeply personal curse, binding the family's fate to a horrifying legacy that refuses to be buried. The whispers are back, and this time, they're calling for them. Under the masterful direction of Surajhead Asawaruengalun and Narit Yuvabun, Death Whisperer 3 doesn't just rehash old fears. It expands the mythology in truly terrifying ways. The film delves deeper than ever before into the ghost's origins. We're not just dealing with a simple spirit of vengeance anymore. Dayu is transformed into a complex symbol of unresolved pain, profound betrayal, and a sorrow that has festered for generations. It's a backstory that adds a chilling new layer of depth to the terror, making the ghost's motives all the more frightening, because they feel tragically, terrifyingly human. But this film is so much more than just a sequence of jump scares. It's a harrowing exploration of survival, the unbreakable bonds of family, and the razor-thin line that separates faith from utter madness. Every single frame is meticulously crafted to unsettle you. The lighting is eerie and atmospheric, casting long, menacing shadows. The sound design is a character in itself, with echoing whispers that seem to crawl right under your skin. And the dense, fog-laden forests blur the line between our world and the spirit realm, creating a constant, suffocating sense of dread. You're never quite sure what's real and what's lurking just beyond your sight. What truly makes Death Whisperer 3 stand out in a sea of modern horror is its commitment to visual craftsmanship. The film brilliantly blends practical effects with the raw, untamed beauty of Thailand's natural landscapes. This creates a tactile, gritty realism that makes the supernatural elements feel grounded and all the more believable. Forget a reliance on digital scares. This is horror you can almost feel. The sound design is equally sinister, with faint, disembodied voices and ancient, ritualistic chants that slither through the silence, ensuring you never feel truly safe. Yet strip away all the layers of terror, and at its core, Death Whisperer 3 is a profoundly moving story about love, sacrifice, and loss. The emotional anchor of the film is Yacht's desperate, heart-wrenching quest to save his sister, who has fallen into the clutches of a mysterious cult. His struggle becomes the movie's powerful, emotional heartbeat. We witness a man battling not only vengeful ghosts, but also his own inner demons, his guilt, his painful memories, and his desperate hope for redemption. It is this emotional weight that elevates the film from a simple horror flick to a truly resonant tragedy. And just when you think you can finally catch your breath as the credits begin to roll, the film delivers one final, chilling blow. A post-credit scene, a mere whisper in the dark, hints that this ancient curse is far from over. It's a masterful tease that leaves you with goosebumps, promising that the nightmare will continue. The cycle of fear is not yet broken. Death Whisperer 3 is a powerful declaration that Thai horror is not only alive and well, but it's evolving, growing more sophisticated, and is ready to haunt the global stage once more. With its perfect blend of heart-pounding suspense, deep emotional resonance, and rich cultural depth, this film doesn't just scare you for a couple of hours. It seeps into your consciousness, and the whispers, they stay with you long after the screen goes dark. Thank you so much for joining me on this dive into the shadows of Thai horror. If you enjoyed this and want more content like it, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Death Whisperer series in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe and listen closely to the whispers.